What's up, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Nathaniel Gaming, and today we're going to be going over the Fischgiving 2 event, the full event, so basically everything in Maple Isles, and of course the Pilgrim at Moosewood. So when you get here, you're going to see 12 NPCs with this turkey icon above them. They each are going to have their own quest, so we're going to start with Reef Scout Ryan. So first, Reef Scout Ryan is going to need a manta ray, so we're just going to pull out the manta ray from Roslet Coral Reef. And now he wants turkey. So there are 12 types of turkeys in the game right now, and each turkey can be fished up basically where you get that original fish. So the coral turkey can be fished up in the Roslet Coral Reef, just like the manta ray can. And trust me, you will have to do all 12 of these quests if you want to get your Cornucopia Rod. So make sure you do all of them. There are 12 quests, and you can keep track of them by looking at how many tasty turkey legs you have in your inventory, since all of the guys give you a tasty turkey leg. Now, the second guy is going to want a Captain's Goldfish, which could be fished up in the Captain's Goldfish Pond in Forsaken Shores. And then he's going to want a Pirate Turkey. Then we're going to go back here to Sunbury May, and she's going to want a Tartaruga, which can be fished up in Sunstone. Then she wants a Sunny Turkey, which again can be fished up anywhere near Sunstone. Just remember, wherever you get the fish that you got, wherever you get the fish from, you can also get the turkey from. So the Grand Reef Guardian, wherever you fished up the Grand Reef Guardian, which is the Grand Reef, you'll be able to get the Poseidon Turkey. Remember, there are 12 of these guys around, and they're not very hard to find. Just make sure that you get all 12 of them. Now, not a lot of most of these fish are, in fact, exotics from the from the place where you got them, so they might take a little while for you to get, especially the moss jaw, which you actually have to go inside of the temple in Moss Jungle and get. I'll get there when I'll talk about it when I get there. Treble bass, not too difficult to get. Can be gotten off the daily shop at Moosewood in that little island. There's a pioneer turkey, also can be gotten from that. Okay, so this guy requires a moss jaw. So how you get a moss jaw is that you have to go to Lost Jungle and you have to wait for the moss jaw hunt to spawn, and you have to already have completed all 5 of those puzzles. This is probably the one that will uh, stop a lot of people, unless, of course, you have a friend who traded you the moss jaw, which I recommend you do that because they're very easy to get after you complete the quest. Not quest, I meant the after you complete the puzzles in the temple. So if you have a friend that already has that completed, make sure to have them get you a moss jaw. And by the way, this event is available for. Okay. Now this event is available for a week and 3 days. So it is very you have a lot of time basically to get all of these things done. Now, I'm actually missing two different things. So I'm basically gonna, I guess I should use this as a time to show you how to actually, get these items that I'm just randomly turning in to these people. Uh, I'll actually show you how, you can go ahead and get your hands on these turkeys and such. Now this last one's kind of tricky. You, there's a truss on the back of this mountain. You climb it, and then there's a guy up here. Okay, so I'm missing a mossy turkey and an umbral shark. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to get those. Okay, so when you're turkey hunting, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want an aura. All right, basically doing this without an aura is pretty much it's gonna take you a long time. So either hop servers um, until you find an aura, or find someone to pop an aura for you. So he wants an umbral shark, this guy, and umbral sharks are located in the Statue of Sovereignty in the mines. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down there and grab the umbral shark. All right, you're just gonna come down here and you're gonna fish up the umbral shark. All right, there we go. That was very easy. Unless this is void wood, which it very much well could be. Yep, okay. All right, I'm gonna use. Oh, never mind. Okay, so I got the umbral shark, and now we're gonna go get the mossy turkey, which are located in Terrapin. Now, if you're really trying to get the turkeys prefer insect bait, so make sure you do have that equipped. The reason why I didn't have insect bait is because I was trying to get gravy turkeys. I'll talk about that in a second. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to Terrapin, and we're gonna try to get the mossy turkey. Oh boy. So it's not aura right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and pop aura, and we're gonna try to get the mossy turkey. Lagging. Lagging really bad. Yeah, let me just go to the back of the. Go. Okay, we're back. Oh, yeah. I'll also talk about maple metals.
Oh, found you. Okay, come eat.
So as you can see, we got the mossy turkey by just randomly fishing in um, in Terrapin. Okay. So now we just need to do that one last thing. Okay. Okay.
Oh, go eat.
All right. So now we're gonna talk about the Pilgrim quest line, and this is how you're gonna get yourself the Cornucopia Rod. So this is gonna be quite lengthy, and also you are going to need a friend. So make sure you have someone that you can trade to, because it's gonna require you to trade some fish to some people. Okay. The first thing he wants you to get is a pilgrim hat. The pilgrim hat can be randomly fished up anywhere, and it's pretty hard to get. I've been, fishing all my turkeys, and I've only gotten three. So yeah, they're a lot rarer than the turkeys, but the upside is that they can be gotten literally anywhere. So when you do end up getting all your turkeys, most likely you will get the hat. Okay, anyway, next he wants any type of turkey, so literally give him any type of turkey. Okay, here we go. Now we have to trade three turkeys to people. So as you can see, I have brought in my ult, and I will now proceed to trade him the turkeys. Now let me just get him to the quest. Um, Hold on, I'm lagging. Okay, so now we are going to be just trading any. Okay, so I traded him earlier, so I guess it counted for now. Um, okay. Do me a favor and bring me any type of shiny turkey. So all you got to do is pop a shiny totem and then go to Maple Isles and fish up any random turkey. So I have some shiny blessed ones that you cannot see, so I'm getting rid of them. If you could 12 to all 12 people around there. So that refers to all of the quests that we literally just did. So it is required to do that. Okay. This is gonna confuse a bunch of people, but gravy turkey is a mutation. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to be wanting to open the bountiful bait crates that you got from the people when doing the quest. And what you're going to get is gourd bites. These bites have a small chance of giving you the gravy mutation. It is not 100%. As you can see, I'm going to give an example. Oop. Okay. As you can see, I'm going to give an example. You see, this fish is not, gravy. This bait has only a small chance of giving you the gravy mutation, and you're just going to have to fish and get a turkey until it's gravy. Or you can get someone else with the cornucopia rod, which applies the gravy mutation by default, and that will get you the gravy whatever. Now, I already have a bunch of gravy turkeys, but this one might take you quite a little bit since it is RNG. All right, and that has gotten us the cornucopia rod. Ooh, all right. Now, how good is this rod? So looking at it already, it looks pretty nice. Max kg of 250,000, and the lure speed and luck are both, around 100. Resilience is 75. That's actually kind of cool. Now, how does this rod work? Well, it works a little bit the same as the Jackal Blazer, where it drops stuff from the sky and fills up the progress bar. The only bad part, about it is, of course, probably the control. Resilience is high enough so that you can keep the fish in there, and if you're really struggling on that control, you can add Herculean to it. And also I think it has like a 10% chance for gravy, which is a ×8 mutation. Very, very very, very good for beginner players. I highly recommend getting this rod, and I don't know if I was to put it on a tier list, I think it's around the same as Great Dreamer Rod. um, I think it's around B tier rod, about around Great Dreamer rod and all of those mid game rods that you're gonna get. Not really as good as Luminescent Oath and that other stuff, but definitely around there. I do think you can put some sorts of crazy mutation enchants on this. So yeah, I mean I will do some testing, and then of course I will add it to the tier list that I'm making, compared to the rest of the other rods that you can get. Right. So yeah, so that's how you get the cornucopia rod. I really like this rod. It looks pretty nice, and it's actually useful. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.